Hello everyone and welcome to another Warcraft 3 replay commentary. Today's match was a show match which was played as part of the ESWC 2008, and it is a night elf versus human here on Tarina stand, and spawning in the top left spawn position is the French night elf player Wolf, who originally was called Wolfie. Became known as Star Wolfie, so back then part of a French team, before in the spring of 2004 he joined Good Game. Later on he also played for Meteor Makers, Mouse Sports and Against All Authority. And looking back at his career, 2005 was definitely his most successful year. He became 7th place in the WEG Season 3 back then, which was at the time probably the hardest tournament in the entire Warcraft 3 scene. And in that year he also reached a round of 8 in the ESWC, in which he then lost to Sky. And you know, back at that time, Sky was definitely one of the very best players in the world, you know, winning the WCG that year, and there was definitely no shame in losing to Sky at that time. And Warden first, by the way, by Wolf. And then in 2008, he rather surprisingly quit Warcraft 3 and made school his first priority after winning the WCG France.
Your building is complete.
And yeah, for a very long time he was considered the number 2 in France in Warcraft 3, only basically being overcome by his opponent in this match, ToD. Of course, also French player, human player, in pink, spawning in the bottom right spawn position, and he's going for AM first. We've seen him go for a very quick scout, having the scout farm inside his opponent's main base right now, even getting a second one here close to the national expansion, which of course provides a huge load of experience and you know, spot to expand if you want to. So some very essential information here by having the scout farm, and it's not going to be cancelled or anything because the Warden decides to go for some creeping very early on. Got the experience for the first rogue already, second rogue is going to go down as well, and the AM decides to take the same camp, Circuit of Ability for him, and second Age of War here by Wolf very early on. Still staying tier 1, so we might see some sort of a mass tier 1 play here from him, potentially with a very quick Hunter's Haul. So the Warden got a circlet as well as the Slivers of Agility, so pretty much perfect item drop here for Wolf. Whereas ToD, what did he get? Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Well, against the Warden, not all that bad. Excuse me, since Shadow Strike of course always poses quite a threat to the AM, especially seeing that we're gonna see we see a second Ancient of War here already. So the Warden is gonna start this one very creeping heavy and probably only engage after reaching level 3, and a very quick expansion here by Wolf. ToD doing the same thing. He gets the robe of the match, so very nice item drops continue here for ToD. Warden is now being seen by the scout farm heading down the map. I'm not sure which one of the enforcers drops the tome here. Okay, apparently this one. And ToD, he's gonna reach level 3 nevertheless, but he's getting a tome of XP anyway, so might lead to a quicker level 4 or level 5 for this AM. Warden now heading down to do the mercenary camp creep, and ToD turning around with his army. He's probably gonna get the Dust of Appearance here. Looks like he did not anticipate the Ancient of War here. He definitely didn't scout here at all. So seeing the Warden and the archers heading down here, probably he expected some pressure to arise at his expansion, but that was not the case at all. It seems like he realizes that now that his opponent must be doing something around the map here, and I guess taking this creep camp is pretty obvious to ToD at this point, but not sure how much he's going to be able to do here. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest is immediately going to fall, but not after casting 2 Dispels on a Water Elemental, so that gives quite some XP to the Warden, and with the next Footman kill he should be level 3, and that should definitely help him out a lot. Archers using Shadow Melt, but Dust of Appearance used immediately. The footmen are chasing after these archers, so I'm not sure if that's a great idea, because ToD really needs the footmen alive here, or at least lose them in a nice trade. Good deny here by Wolf, making sure ToD doesn't get any more experience. Another footman's going down, so only one of them remaining for ToD. Tree of Life's gonna come up, and the AM's gotta run. There's still mana for another Shadow Strike here, so the AM actually is in quite some trouble. Decides to use the Town Portal here. Tree of Life is up. The footman survived, at least that's something. And the expansion pretty late. Just see the resource. Not sure why ToD waited so long here with producing that, and he doesn't have a shop yet, as it seems. So this AM is gonna have to be very, very careful against the Warden in well, the next 2 minutes or so. Shop is now coming, no power build or anything, so ToD really wants to get that expansion going as quickly as possible. Detonate here. Used nicely to dodge the Archmage's Fireball, Circle of Mobility for the Warden, and she got the Scroll of the Beast as well, so maybe with some nice timing she's gonna be able to use that. Tier 2 has started by now, by the way, and I think no Hunter's Hall so far, so we're only gonna see archers and mercenaries for a while. ToD continues creeping here. Wolf blinking in, using the Shadow Melt in front of the Arcane Ward. Keep in mind that in this version Shadow Strike only requires 65 mana instead of 75. So that of course helps the Warden a little bit. AM sitting here in front of the shop, and this is okay. Looks like ToD realized that the Warden is is hiding here, and this just takes the AM completely out of this game, because he cannot reach the shop. He's gonna get Shadow Striked and killed if he's trying to do so. So this AM, he can't really do anything. He's just dancing around here, waiting for the Warden to make a move, but Wolf decides not to. He's just sitting here, getting his expansion in play. I mean, this expansion is gonna be finished super early on. Meantime, the archers, I'm not really sure if that's the greatest idea, because if he had all these archers around, I think there's not really a lot that ToD could do against this at the moment. Building another scout farm here. Tier 2 already on its way for ToD though. That's at least something. Getting the blacksmith right now, and now the Warden is finally making a move, using Shadow Strike against the footman and using the Scroll of the Beast, so he's gonna have plenty of damage output here. 3 more archers are coming in, and ToD, yeah, he's calling the militia here. Only 4 of them though. AM is approaching this expansion now as well. Warden is about to reach level 4. I mean, he could surround her here if he wanted to, but I think all of the militia would just die before this Warden would get in any serious trouble. And there's so many ranged units here for Wolf, and this is looking like a really, really powerful push. Doing some focus fire on the militia. First 3 of them have gone down. The peasant here being mismicroed, but now microed back. AM has to break. At least he's able to get the Scroll of Regeneration now finally, and Water Metal isn't able to finish off anything here, so ToD is in a lot of trouble. Tier 2 still got a while to go. Just heard the Ogre Mauler, I think. Yeah, the Ogre Mauler for Wolf. And yeah, ToD is gonna have to micro really heavily here if he wants to hold this. Now bringing in new militia, only 1 footman with the army right now, sending back another bunch of peasants just to be able to turn them into militia, I assume. Casting another water metal, at least he's done a bit of damage to this ranged unit. Shredder coming in as well, that's a huge help against the archers, as it does tons of damage, and of course bonus damage with normal damage against medium armor. Looks like ToD even pulled the peasants out of his gold mine just to be able to push his opponent back for a little bit. Tier 2 now reached for Wolf. Panda second board. Still no Hunter's Hall, so this might turn into a huge archer tail-end push. Okay, 1 guard tower now coming for ToD. I would assume that he'd want to get at least 1 arcane tower up again against this Warden, who's already slowly approaching level 5 though. Soon gonna have another Shadow Strike, but there's a mana potion available as well. Breath of Fire is doing a bit of damage to the peasants, but of course it's only level 1 Breath of Fire, so it's not all that big of a deal. Another waterman gets picked off. Actually, the ranged unit is taking tons of damage here. Level 4 finally on the AM, buying a heal potion at the shop, which he's gonna be able to use. Warden's got a blink to the back. Breath of Fire kills one of the footmen here. Actually, Warden needs to be careful. I think Blink should be on cooldown, and he decides to use the town portal. So ToD winning some very crucial time here. Warden even town portal back to the main base, assuming to use the moon truce, but there's not really any available. Hunter's Hall has now finished. Okay, so we're not gonna see Archer's Talents tier 3 coming, so it looks like he's just gonna attack towards bears. Range upgrade also coming for the archers just now. There's still 3-4 of them. Yeah, Shredder on both sides right now. ToD Shredder being repaired right now. Tier 2 has been reached. MK halfway out. No, okay, one Arcane Sanctum for ToD, but other than that, he's got almost no resources. Of course, with the Shredder, that's gonna change very quickly. And double Ancient Floor almost halfway up right now for Wolf. And the Warden just keeps pressuring the AM here, forcing another heal potion, another 150 gold gone for ToD, and it looks like he doesn't dare to keep the pressure up here. I feel like he might waste a bit of an opportunity. I mean, of course, having the Panda level 3 is a huge deal as well later on, but I feel like ToD... Oh, now he needs to be careful. ToD is under so much pressure that huge push could still just kill him. Warden cannot move to the top, needs to move towards the bottom. Bull should come here. Nice dodge with the blink. He also had the Invo potion, so that could have been a safe dodge at the cost of 150 gold. Whereas the blink always contains a certain risk, because you know, it takes a bit to cast it, and you need to you must not cast it too late. But looks like he feels pretty safe here with that Warden, with the blink, and therefore getting out of there for free basically at the cost of 50 mana. But ToD now coming in for the creep check, getting the Shredder killed immediately. First Footman is gonna fall. Warden on the verge of level 5, but if she dies prior to that, that wouldn't be great. Heal potion Botto at the shop, and ToD has gotten a really good creep check off here. Taking down a couple of these ranged units, taking down the Shadow. The Warden again in trouble. Invo potion used, the Monkey is probably gonna fall. There's the heal potion on the AM, which he can pass, and looks like that's what Wolf anticipated, casting Shadow Strike on the AM, but he didn't pass the potion yet, so maybe giving away an opportunity here. MK is coming back in with 25 HP, casting Bolt on the Panda. Blink forward by the Warden, so Panda and Mountain King are going down. And the AM is probably gonna fall as well, though the Warden's doing some blocking here. There's still plenty of mana for Shadow Strike. Priest is just coming out now, casting heal on the AM immediately. Warden's gotta pull back as well, though, because she's slow and the AM barely reaches the shop to get the heal potion in time. Pretty intense situation here. The bear is gonna survive. AM again is in trouble. Slow goes on the Warden, very important, but I feel, yeah, this time he is definitely gonna survive with a priest there to heal him. Rejuvenation going on the first short Berserker, but nothing of Wolf is gonna fall here, and the Warden is level 5.5 already. So ToD, I'm assuming in anticipation of the big tier 2 push that's gonna occur sooner or later with Breakers, Castos, Mortas, which he's working towards, made a good call here in trading the level 2 MK. The level 2 Panda for the level 1 MK, because his main priority at this point is to not have the Night Elf heroes at insanely high hero levels. I mean, the Warden's already level 5.5, so that opportunity has passed, but at least, if he can at least keep the Panda somehow on low HP, low XP, that would be a huge deal, but I'm afraid he's probably not going to be able to stop the Panda from getting level 3. Second Tree of Life's already been produced. Didn't even notice that. In the heat of the battle earlier on. Replenishment potion for the AM. Who's working his way towards level 5. And the Mountain King also finally reached the level 2. And the Panda, if he creeps the solo, which at the moment he apparently is gonna reach the level 3. Unless he's forced to TP before that. But ToD, at the moment, he's got a couple of Zorks. No upgrades at all for ToD. Second Mortar team out. And 2 heal scrolls, 1 Invo potion. And oh wow, that just see Sobi Mask, wow, and that looks like a Tome of XP as well. He was barely over level 2 before he started creeping that, and he shouldn't get from level 2 to almost level 3.5 without an XP Tome.
Job done.
ToD getting 2 Arcane Towers here, of course against those strong heroes. Having the mana burning ability from the towers is a huge deal. Actually, TP even coming in from Wolf. I mean, there's the Ancient of Wonders, so he can rebuy whatever he needs to. First tower is immediately under attack here. Bolt and Clap used by the Mountain King. Dispel immediately against the Waterman, and it looks like he reskilled here. Fan of Knives and Breath of Fire, of course, a huge combo against the casters and the mortars of the human player. Another heal score used after the Fan of Knives. Mountain King has to use the Invo portion, but so far ToD is standing pretty strong. He's got no more heal scores left, level 5 for the AM. Looks like the Dryades are all out of mana already, so that's a huge deal, because yeah, Water Mantles and Slow can no longer be dispelled, and it looks like ToD is able to push Wolf back, at least for now. Panda has been stepped back to the main, and both the bears are probably gonna fall. Level 3 for the Mountain King saves him for now and gives him almost enough mana to throw another bolt. Now he's able to do so. Decides to go for the Forest Roar Berserker, and there's almost nothing left here for Wolf. So ToD with the 3 mortar teams is gonna have plenty of damage output against this. Tree of Life from over here has now marched towards the natural expansion, so that one's gonna secure some gold income soon again. Mountain King got the TP pass, and he needs to be very careful. He's using the TP right now, and is the Tree of Life going to fall? He's uprooting to limit the damage from the mortar teams, and the last shot is getting the kill on the Tree of Life. So that was some very nice timing by ToD, if it was intentional, which I doubt. But level 6 for the Warden, so that's not gonna make things any easier for ToD. Didn't use the skill point yet, but I cannot imagine her going for anything else than Avatar of Vengeance, because yeah, in this situation there's so much of straight up fighting going on, and while level, see if staff, yeah, he does have staff here, while level 3 Blink is great, hold on, he reskilled to Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives, so if anything he'd go for level 3 Shadow Strike. So no, I don't see any way around the Avatar of Vengeance here. Looks like he's going for some Scout Farm hunting finally. This one's gone down already, this one will fall as well. Maybe this one too. And ToD's even going to be supply blocked after this farm goes down. So let's see, he's got a couple of mortar teams, Sorks, Breakers, 2 Priests. So still nothing surprising from ToD. He's heading towards the top. I can only assume to continue creeping, because he doesn't have a single heal score at the moment, and without heal scores against this AoE based Night Elf heroes, there's no way he's gonna stand a chance. So yeah, he just wants to creep his Mountain King towards level 4. Just hunting the Wisp here. AM doing plenty of bonus damage here, +8. And let's see if the detonate, yeah, detonate done by Wolf. So yeah, his micro is pretty much on point here in this game so far. Wolf sitting at 63 supply against the 68 of the human. I mean, with the tech advantage that Wolf's got, ToD ideally wants to have a bit of a supply lead. But at this point I feel like it doesn't matter as long as he doesn't have heal scrolls. So yeah, more casters coming in. A depth upgrade for the Sorks is about to finish, so he's gonna be able to cast invisibility if he wants to. It's like Wolf dropped a circle here earlier on at some point, and he continues creeping his panda also towards level 5, but that's gonna take a while, especially if the Warden's there to accompany him. And yeah, ToD immediately making use of the invisibility, found the Wind of Mana stealing earlier on, by the way, which I guess against those heavily mana based heroes isn't all that bad. I guess everything except Scroll of the Beast would have really helped him here. But he's already got 5 mortar teams, and we just heard 6th one spawning. And yeah, in this narrow position, that's about as good as it gets for ToD. Yeah, but as I said, as long as he doesn't have heal scrolls, it doesn't matter at all. The Breaker's probably not gonna fall here. Dodging like 2 Dryad Spears and the Panda hit here in the very last second. Ready to TP2. to his expansion. Still no second expansion for either of the players. Let's just take a quick look at the mains. 2,000 left in here for ToD, 800 left in here for Wolf. So ToD lost over 1,000 gold earlier on when he used the militia from his gold line in order to defend his expansion. So now Invo Potion on the MK, 2 years growth for ToD, so that's a lot better than previously. The Panda, yeah, just grabbed the, oh, did he, oh yeah, he bought a Tome of Retraining, so we're gonna see Blizzard here, and we already saw him skilling or using Clap early on, so Blizzard Clap combination is going to be what ToD is gonna use. 2 years growth and Invo Potion for the Warden as well. Where's the Panda? There he is. Anti-Magic Potion for him. Of course, Anti-Magic Potion can be dispelled by the priests, but they don't even have Adept upgrade yet. Okay, it's about to be finished though. And the Spirit of Vengeance just scouting here, being annoying. Where's the Avatar of Vengeance? Well, it's somewhere. And the Warden, yeah, getting Anti-Magic Potion as well, so of course, if he's super cool, he can dodge a bolt with that. And of course, stop slow from being casted on him, which is of course a huge part of the nuke. And it looks like ToD with plenty of mortar teams is gonna go maybe for another snipe here. It's 80 supply for him against 80 supply for Wolf. And has he seen this already? He hasn't seen anything apparently. Wolf heading towards the middle, and now he sees what's going on and immediately using the town portal, the mortar teams going for the snipe on the Tree of Life here. The Mountain King is in position, but it looks like he completely misanticipated the town portal here, and the castles are gonna take plenty of damage. TP used, but the Tree of Life is going down at the cost of what, 3 archers? Okay, 3 mortar teams actually here, not in range of the TP here. Let's see if Wolf's gonna be able to pick off one of them. Dry's of course a lot faster than mortar teams, plus the poison, the slow poison is gonna help him a lot here. And it looks like this one mortar team is probably gonna fall. Tree of Eternity now marching towards the bottom. So Wolf completely out of gold income for now. There's the Tree of Life, Tree of Eternity walking, but other than that, he's doesn't have any income, or he's not gonna have any income for the next, say, 3 minutes or so, whereas ToD still has 2 mines running. So at the moment, supply-wise, they are even. ToD's got 1 upgrades already. He's got 1 year's growth. Where's the Mountain King? Here in the back. 2 years growth at the moment. And Wolf, yeah, what is he gonna do? The Zeppelin here surviving at 4 HP, but it's empty, so not that big of a deal anyway.
Research complete.
Research complete. Something, yeah, mortar team. And I think we just saw a scout here by ToD, probably here, I guess.
Our town is under siege.
Should end any second now. But yeah, Wolf, knowing that ToD's got plenty of income, whereas he doesn't have any, decides to go for the fight right now because the situation isn't gonna get any better for him, and he actually dodges the bolt with the anti-magic potion, so nicely done by him. Once again, plenty of damage output here by the AoE. AM still has 1 heal score. The Mountain King also has 1 more. Blizzard not really hitting nicely. Plenty of militia quad, but the 2 bears are enough to take care of that level 5 on the Panda right now. And ToD decides to reposition here, TPing to his main, and let's see where he's gonna go. Oh, very clumped up, very far front though, but seeing that his opponent's heroes are completely out of mana, this might not be the worst decision here. Another heal score used, Breath of Fire used by the Panda just as he reached 70 mana again, so very good awareness here by Wolf. But it looks like ToD is standing strong here, and bear after bear is going down. Is there a staff on the Warden? There is, so he's gonna have to staff this Panda unless he wants to use it. Okay, no, he does use the staff, and both of the players have lost more or less everything. AM also level 6 right now, and 2 more bears are falling. Level 5 for the Mountain King, and Warden and her 2 Dryad friends are gonna have to make a run for it. I'm assuming this bear isn't gonna be as lucky, and ToD is actually able to push his opponent away here. At the same time, he regained some income again. Having that Wisp selected, is he gonna... Okay, he's actually gonna build another Tree of Life. Very ballsy by him, given that he just completely lost that fight. So AM's level 6 as well. It's got 2 new ivory towers. MK going to the shop, probably a new heat scroll. Yeah. Of course, not particularly surprising. ToD with a slight supply advantage again. And yeah, given that he didn't have any gold income for such a long time, Wolf hasn't been able to get any protective items on his heroes. And you know, with the MK being level 5, this is very risky. ToD again using the invisibility. And what's he getting? 1 arcane tower, 1 guard tower, but these are so passively placed, like all he can do with those basically is, you know, try and kite and retreat a bit against possibly slow night elf units to have those towers come into play, but yeah, they're not really too effective in this situation because I'm assuming Wolf isn't gonna wanna have a straight up fight at the moment with only 2 heroes and 2 dryads against all of ToD's army. But ToD's gonna run out of gold income soon, so yeah, the pressure's slowly rising on him. Nice little snipe here with a mortar team to get the kill on one of the dryads. And the Wolf, is he gonna go in right now? Bolt probably on the warden here, but actually no follow-up damage at all, so that wasn't all that big of a deal. The Wolf here, the bear here might have to be staffed. No, actually there is dispel by the dryad, so he's getting rid of the slow rejuvenation on the warden, so the bolt's completely negated by now. But the Tree of Eternity has taken quite some damage already. And this Tree of Life is up, so he's gonna have double gold income soon, but I guess it's not gonna come to that because the expansion is now getting killed. So ToD again putting his opponent out of gold income, and he's just heading back. There's nothing left to defend here. Plenty of dispel going on the Mountain King, even using a clap here. Actually there was 1 wisp remaining, but he's gonna scout it. And Wolf just dancing around with that one. Actually, that was pretty nice, getting the most out of that wisp. He baited the 75 mana for the bolt, and I think he was also in range to get the 50 mana away from the MK with the detonate. But then again, there's the level 2 Prince Aura already from the AM, so he's gonna have new mana quite quickly. So this expansion is about to start running, and Wolf just going for another one. So this is so so greedy by Wolf. But then again, you know, if it comes through, then it's well worth it. But ToD is already heading towards the top of the base. Apparently not dancing around a bit with the breakers in the middle. Maybe he wanted to get them into position for some nice mass teleportation. But the dryads scouting that, and Wolf's not gonna let that happen, so ToD's gonna have to move up there by foot, or you know, by unicorn in the Archmage's case.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
And this Tree of Life, I imagine he's gonna cancel that as soon as the human army arrives there, because he's gonna wanna wait with the fight for as long as possible. ToD, by the way, not getting another expansion, pulling militia towards the top, so
Our warriors have engaged
yeah,
the
ToD is
enemy.
completely all in. He's at 0 gold, he's not gonna get a new expansion for the rest of this game. And yeah, Wolf has cancelled that 1 expansion, another detonate here, going off on the MK, who still got 250 mana, so not gonna run out of that anytime soon. These wisps should actually also be detonated, one of them is. And yeah, what do we have here? Still no items on those heroes, 3 bears, 4 dryads, nothing coming actually. And yeah, ToD's gonna go for it. Unfortunately for him, the militia duration is already over. I guess he was anticipating a fight for this expansion here on the top, but he didn't get it. And the first AoE is probably gonna take down a ton of those, yeah, taking down a ton of those peasants. But at least the AoE didn't go into his casters or mortar teams. Now the Warden is moving around here. Mountain King doing a clap. No Blizzard casted yet for some reason. First heal score has already been used. Drunken is Breath of Fire going into the mortar teams. 2 of them are gonna fall. Third one gonna fall as well. The Mountain King did have another heal score, but he was surrounded by his own units there. So that was very unfortunate for ToD. Now the heal score has been used. Panda is in some trouble though. Clap going on him. Warden level 7, but he was not able to use the staff in time. Panda's going down. And that of course is not what the nightelf wants. But at the same time, all of the most of ToD's units are so low. Warden using high tier, and ToD doesn't even have the gold to get a new Dust of Appearance or to use Reveal from the shop. Of course the nightelf doesn't know this, so he's blinking away with the Warden. And 2 more bears are probably gonna fall. The one mortar team from down here is actually doing, or has actually done quite some damage to the Dryades. Another Dryade's gonna fall. And yeah, both of the players actually losing more or less all of their units. One Dryade is probably gonna move out. The bear isn't gonna be the lucky. Is gonna get killed. The Warden now back with yeah, plenty of HP, not that much mana actually, and with basically only the Warden and 1 Dryade plus the ultimate, he's able to chase the human away. ToD at this point down to 10 supply, only his 2 heroes, and Wolf is going to stabilize here, as it appears. Warden blinking forward, but there's no mana actually, so what a brain lag here by the Warden. Blinking forward, using the Invul Potion, and ToD also unaware apparently that there's no mana on the Warden for a Shadow Strike, so using the Invul Potion on his AM. But yeah, then again, if a Warden's blinking in between your more or less low HP high level heroes, you don't really expect her to be out of mana. And the Panda is coming back soon. Blizzard here on the tier of life. ToD somehow trying to keep the pressure up. But yeah, with the Dryades, there's not really anything ToD can do against those. And Warden is coming in. Shadow Strike, Fan of Knives, killing the AM, level 8 for her. And ToD is leaving the game. AMK, yeah, gonna fall as well, but of course. At this point, it's all over. Wolf holding this expansion here. In a very, very close game. I think right in the beginning it was looking very good for Wolf, and then he just somehow eased off his pressure, and ToD got a very good creep check in front of his bottom left expansion, opening the game up again. And he got himself into a nice position with some nice Tree of Life snipes, and I feel like he did have a decent shot in that last fight, but he just completely mispositioned his, or exposed his mortar teams and casters to that second wave of AoEs, and having his Mountain King surrounded by his own units, unable to get in range to use the heal scroll before everything died, was definitely a big deal. And yeah, therefore he wasn't able to break Wolf there. In the end, of course, the Avatar of Vengeance with the Spirits of Vengeance helped a ton in that final engagement. And therefore Wolf wins here in the battle of yeah, the best French players maybe. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, then leave a comment. Like the last video surprisingly got over 200 likes, so I'm assuming we're not gonna reach that anytime soon again, but yeah, really meant a lot to me, so thanks for that. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.